Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. Big 12 play gets underway as these two teams hope to get off to a good start. It's the LSU Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
All right, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Running inside, it's Davidson.
And listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RBOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Moore. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught on the left side by Wesco. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. Could be an alley. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To throw, it's Levin. With the catch, it's Green. And he's still running after the move. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
The run inside. It's Durham. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Handoff, Caden Durham. LSU will get a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Tight end now in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start gives them a little extra work to do here on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Goes high to pull it in. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The offense changing the play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Floating away. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Misconnection leaves him with a third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
3rd and 11. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires a bullet to the right. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Fights off a defender. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got a ball. Touchdown, Clemson. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for space. It's Berry. Might have a chance. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And how about the backup, man? His first touch, he makes a big play in the running game. That is exactly how you earn more carries. He's not a guy that's leaned on to get those starter reps, to get the #1 reps. But when you do that, I promise you'll start to earn more reps with this offense.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll run it with Caden Durham. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the ground, it's Davidson. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Moore. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, you gotta love when your offenses start to get to this point and they see coverages. They understand cover 2. Cornerback wants to sit in the flats. Safety in the middle of the field. Where's the hole? How can I exploit it? Nice job, receiver, running straight down the sidelines, and the timing of the ball right.
He's got it at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every...
There he goes. All the way. Touchdown LSU.
And
They pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Denson. The short hands, it's Davidson. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 17 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Ducks, looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Back to pass, it's Levin. Swings it out to the flat. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The give to Caden Durham. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. On 4th down, going to the air. Buying some time as he moves left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Could not make his way to the corner. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed on the right side, that's Wesco. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Denson. On the move to his left. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes a catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On third down, here's Durham. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Shoots it to the left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll move the tight end. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They boot it away on fourth down. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. LSU quick to the line. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The sure hands, it's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gonna look downfield again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Wants to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We've got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
Here's a give to Durham. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. These corners going to give these receivers some space. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Makes a grab and room to run. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy.
That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Davidson. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Davidson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Second down, they'll go to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the 2-point conversion attempt fails. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. to the air. It's Levitt. Flips it out on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on first down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Finds his back in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively.